Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome in to Southern Ohio Sports Authority's area coverage of the 10th Annual First National Bank of Waverly First Pitch Classic here at VA Memorial Stadium. It's the final day of the 2023 installment of the Classic. Wrapping things up for us here on this Saturday, April 1st, is Circleville and Washington Courthouse out of the Frontier Athletic Conference. For Washington Courthouse, 2-1 on the season. Started things off with a 12-6 win over Zane Trace, followed by a 9-6 loss against Juniota, and most recently a 10-0 win over Wilmington. For Circleville, more or less the same thing, just a different order. An 8-1 win over Chillicothe, followed by a 13-8 win over Hillsboro, and then most recently a 4-3 loss over Miami Trace. Bit of history over these teams here in the past season or so. Is 3 games into this year. The last game of the season for Circleville was actually against Courthouse in the district semifinal. That was, I believe, a 2-1 win for the Blue Lions a season ago. Courthouse would go on to beat Sheridan in the district final before falling to Bishop Hartley 5-2 in the regional final. After the coin flip, or I believe it was just a mutual agreement, no coin flip needed, Circleville will be our visitors for this afternoon. Washington Courthouse will be the home team. On the mound for the Blue Lions, number 3, Will Miller. Leading things off for Circleville is Scotty Moats, a chopper right back to the mound. He'll reach first on an infield single, and we are underway. So we'll quickly go through the starting lineup. For the Tigers, now batting number 5, Nolan West, followed by the designated hitter Tate DeBoard. Then Austin Gray, Logan Smith, Trent Smith, Drew Thornsley, Parker Kidwell, and rounding things out, the bottom of the order is Matt Bradley. First pitch to West is down low. In the field for the Blue Lions, Will Miller on the mound, Gavin Kaufman behind the plate for Washington Courthouse. In the outfield and left, number 20, Jonah Walters. Center, A.J. Dahlmeyer. And right field, number 4, Evan Lynch, as the 1-0 pitch is fouled away, now 1-1. In the infield at third, number 23, a future Kentucky Wildcat, at least on the gridiron anyway, number 23, Tanner Leemaster. Short, number 2, John Wall. Second, number 11, Bryce Easel. And over at first base, number 18, Titus Lotz. Blue Lions coached by Mark Schwartz. Once again out to a 2-1 start in this young season. 1-1 the count here to the second baseman, Nolan West. Called strike now, 1-2. From the stretch, here's the 1-2 pitch to West, just a bit outside, now 2-2. Two and two the count here to West. Designated hitter Tate DeBoard waits on deck as a move over to first base by Miller. Two-two pitch once again fouled away by West. We'll try it again. 4-game slate for us here today. Game's actually out of the ordinary, moving ahead of schedule. This game scheduled for a 6 o'clock start time, started right around 5:40. The 10 a.m. game, Watterson versus Heath. Watterson took that one 5-2. Is on the move to second base is Moats. This one lifted into right center field. It'll be brought in by Dahlmeyer, and at first base, doubled up is Scotty Moats for the 8-3 double play. Quick turnaround here for Circleville after the leadoff single by Scotty Moats. Hit and run for the Tigers, and Moats unable to get back to first base in time now. 2 away for the DH, Tate DeBoard. The 10 a.m. game was followed by Amanda Clear Creek in Athens at 12:45. Amanda Clear Creek took that one 11-1 as DeBoard swings through the first offering 0-1. And then just wrapping up here about a half hour ago, Wheelersburg and Perry. Wheelersburg took that one 2-1. And all that's left now in this year's FNB of Waverly Classic is this scheduled for 6 o'clock matchup between Washington Courthouse and Circleville. 0-2 the count to the batter. DeBoard out of the windup. Miller will deliver down on strikes as DeBoard dropped third strike, making the throw to first as Kaufman, and the side is retired. Still knotted up 0-0 after the top half of the first inning. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Here at Glockner's, we know how valuable your time is, and that's why our priority is to provide you a quick and easy service. We will get you in and out and on your way immediately. So schedule your next service appointment at Glockner.com.
So a 3-up, 3-down first half of the first inning for the Tigers. They'll head out to the defensive side of the ball. On the mound for Circleville, number 13, J.D. Reuter. Behind the plate, number 14, Austin Gray. In the infield at third base on the hot corner, number 15, Trent Smith. Shortstop, number 1, Scotty Moats. Second base, Nolan West. Over at first base, number 7, Logan Smith. In the outfield and left, Parker Kidwell. In center, Matt Bradley. And in right field, number 10, Drew Thornsley. Leadoff man for the Blue Lions, the shortstop, John Wall, will be followed by Titus Lotz, who awaits on deck. In the hole, A.J. Dahlmeyer. 2-0 the count to the batter, Wall. In the cleanup spot, the third baseman, Tanner Leemaster, followed by Jonah Walters. Here's the 2-0 offering outside, now 3-0. In the 6 hole, number 11, Bryce Easel, followed by Gavin Kaufman, Will Miller, and in the 9 hole, Evan Lynch. Three-one pitch lifted straight up in the air. Moving under it is the third baseman, Smith, who makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Now 1 away for the 2-hole first baseman, Titus Lotz.
Now batting the first baseman, number 18, Titus Lotz.
Once again, this Blue Lion team, district champs a season ago, and brought a lot back from that team. John Wall, a junior, Lotz, a senior, Dahlmeyer, a senior, Leemaster, a senior, Walters and Yeasel, both seniors, Evan Lynch, a junior. So a lot of returners from that district champion team a season ago. 1-0 pitch here to Lotz is a called strike, now evened up at 1 ball, 1 strike. So a bit of a vengeance game here for the Tigers. A district semifinal rematch from a season ago. Now count 2-1 to the batter, Lotz. From the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch from Reuter outside, now 3-1. Three-one pitch is swung on and missed. Now a full count for Titus Lotz. Payoff pitch on the way from Reuter, fouled away to the left side and off the screen, so we'll try the payoff pitch again. On deck for the Blue Lions, A.J. Dahlmeyer will be followed by Tanner Leemaster if necessary. Three-two pitch, called a ball just a bit upstairs. That'll put a man on first with one away for A.J. Dahlmeyer.
The center fielder, number 13, A.J. Dahlmeyer.
In regard to the rest of the Classic, started last Saturday, Circleville with the last game that day as well. That one started at 8 p.m. That was their 8-0 win over the Cavaliers. First pitch to Dahlmeyer off speed, called a strike, 0-1. And 2 game slates Monday through Friday, although yesterday with the weather situation, only 1 game was played, that being the 4:30 game between Tays Valley and Logan Elm. Tays Valley took that one 16-0. The 7 o'clock game between Chillicothe and Zane Trace was postponed to a further date. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Dahlmeyer, lifted straight away right field. Thornsley tracking, makes the grab over the shoulder. Nice play by the Tiger right fielder, 2 away. That'll bring up Tanner Leemaster.
Number 23, the third baseman, Tanner Leemaster.
This game being Circleville's 4th so far here in the FNB Classic. 2-1 throughout the week. Only loss against Miami Trace. Wins over Chillicothe last Saturday, and then, of course, Hillsboro on Tuesday. Oh, 1 count now for the batter. Leemaster over on first base is Lotz. This one is hit down the third base line and foul. Count now 0-2 for the Blue Lion cleanup hitter. Lotz with a lead over first from the stretch. The 0-2 pitch to Leemaster downstairs, now 1-2. Next game for Circleville will be this coming Monday on April 3rd against Fairfield Union. For the Blue Lions, it'll be next Tuesday against Logan Elm. Here's Reuter with the 1-2 pitch, down on strikes as Leemaster will head to the second. Still knotted up at 0 apiece. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie & Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
No runs in the first inning for either team. One hit for Washington. That one being, it was one hit for Circleville. That was Scotty Moats. No hits for Washington Courthouse. Only base runner was Lotz, who reached on balls. It was still 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers in the first inning, even with that leadoff single, as Moats was doubled up by the center fielder, who made a nice grab in right center field and was able to double him up at first. So leading things off here for the Tigers will be the catcher, Austin Gray. The rest of the due-up, first baseman Logan Smith, followed by the third baseman Trent Smith. And the first pitch to Gray, a called strike, 0-1. Miller still on the mound for the Blue Lions as the 0-1 pitch is fouled down the right field line and out of play. So Miller quickly ahead here in the top of the second inning. From the windup, here's the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. The second strikeout through 4 batters for Will Miller, 1 away.
Logan Smith.
Bring up the first baseman, Logan Smith. First offering just catches the outside corner, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch fouled to the left side. It'll just reach the third base side bleachers. So Miller once again quickly ahead, 0-2 to the batter. Last time it was Gray, this time Logan Smith. Looking for his third straight strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch, lifted into shallow left center field. Moving over is Dahlmeyer, not going to get there in time. It'll drop in for a 1-out single for Logan Smith.
Now batting number 15, the third baseman.
Just one of those trying to stay alive swings, finds a hole in between the left and center fielders, down in the count 0-2, able to get on base safely. Now batting the third baseman, Trent Smith, with a man aboard and 1 away, and move over to first from Miller, and Smith is able to get back in time. First offering to Smith is on the way and foul. A lot of rain here yesterday caused the 7 p.m. game to be postponed. No rain today. Well, a little bit of rain, but more than anything, a ton of wind. If you take a look out to right center field at the American flag, going crazy to straightaway right field. So next time DeBoard comes up, could see a Daddy Hack heading in that direction. 1-1 pitch from Miller is found to the right side and to the Tigers bullpen area. Count now 1-2. Waiting on deck for the Tigers will be the right fielder, Drew Thornsley, who had that nice over-the-shoulder catch a half inning ago. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Actually going to be a move over to first base over there. Actually, Smith nearly coming off. However, able to either stay on or get back on before Lotz applied the tag. Either way, count still 1-2 to the batter. From the stretch, Miller delivers off-speed pitch down on strikes. Third of the game for Will Miller. 2 away.
Number 10, the right fielder, Drew Thornsley.
2 down now, 1 aboard for the right fielder, Drew Thornsley. As the sun starts to shine over top of VA Memorial Stadium. Off-speed pitch on the first offering, in there for a cold strike, 0-1. VA, of course, home to the 2022 Prospect League champs, the Chillicothe Paints. Here's the 0-1. On the move from first to second is Smith. Throw down is in time. Snagged him at second base for the 3rd out of the inning. The second straight 3-up, 3-down inning for the Blue Lions. Neither one your typical 3-up, 3-down inning, but a 3-up, 3-down inning nonetheless. We'll head to the bottom half of the second inning, still tied at 0 apiece. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
Store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar Stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Solid defense for both teams so far through 1.5 innings. Still on the mound is Reuter, who finds the zone on an off-speed pitch on his first delivery to the leadoff man, Jonah Walters. The due up for the Blue Lions. Walters, the leadoff man, followed by Bryce Easel. This one is chopped foul, followed by Bryce Yeasel. And then Gavin Kaufman, the 3rd man up this inning. Will Miller will follow if necessary, and then Evan Lynch in the 9-hole, then it'd be back to the top for Washington Courthouse. Reuter still on the mound for the Tigers. Faced 4 batters last inning. Walked 1. Did have 1 strikeout, now make it 2 this afternoon so far. 1 down here in the bottom of the second.
Second baseman, number 11, Bryce Yeasel.
Bring up the second baseman, Bryce Easel. First pitch up and in, 1-0. Just want to give a big thanks to Parmar Stores, Glockner family of dealerships, as well as Willie and Son Trucking, as the 1-0 pitch is found to the right side and out of play, now 1-1. Those 3 groups make our broadcasts across the fall, winter, and spring sports seasons possible. Two and 1, the count to the batter, Walters. Pitch on the way and belted into right center field. It'll get down for a leadoff single for the left fielder, Walters. That'll put a man aboard, or excuse me, not a leadoff single, a 1-out single.
The catcher, number 1,
for
Gavin
Bryce Easel.
Kaufman.
1 batter behind there. So a 1-out single by the second baseman, Bryce Easel. Will bring up the catcher, Gavin Kaufman. Squaring around to bunt, the ball gets past the catcher, Gray. Moving to second is Easel. So in theory, if you were bunting to move the runner over, no need to do that now unless you wanted to get him over to third. Easel, second pitch taking, Kaufman, second pitch taking, count now 1-1. 1-1 pitch from Reuter. Off speed on the way, lifted to the right side. It'll be foul. Moving over to make the grab is Smith, sliding, not able to do so. So that'll make it a 1-2 count on the batter, Kaufman. One down with a runner in scoring position, that being Bryce Easel, 180 feet away at second base. One-two pitch from Reuter on the way, a called strike three. That'll be the third strikeout of the afternoon so far for J.D. Reuter. I tell you, by the signal by the home plate umpire, I'm not 100% sure he knew that was the third strike, as it was kind of just your traditional strike one or strike two call. Wasn't the old pull through or throw your hand up in the air. Nonetheless, two down now with a man aboard for the opposing pitcher, Will Miller. Once again, 3 strikeouts through an inning and 2/3 for J.D. Reuter. 2 hits allowed. And ahead in the count to the opposing pitcher, 0-2. Looking to make it 3 strikeouts this inning, as this one is lifted straight back and out of play. Right fielder Evan Lynch on deck for the Blue Lions. And it's back to the top with John Wall. From the stretch, here's the 0-2 from Reuter outside, now 1-2. Two down with a runner in scoring position. 1-2 pitch outside, now tied up at 2-2. Pitch swung on, grounded right back to the pitcher, Reuter. He'll make the throw over to first for the third out of the inning. And we will head to the top of the third, still 0-0. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Are you in a bind and need an oil change right now? No problem. Did you forget to make an appointment? No problem. Just stop by any Glockner location and we'll squeeze you in and get you on the road quickly. Really, it's
6 batters and 6 outs through 2 innings for the Blue Lions pitcher, Will Miller. He'll look to continue that here in the top of the third inning. The due-up for the Tigers, the right fielder, Drew Thornsley, left fielder, Parker Kidwell, and then the center fielder, Matt Bradley. So the 3 players in the outfield to round out the batting lineup for the Tigers. Then it's back to the top with the shortstop, Scotty Moats. Once again, both teams 2-1. 2 and 1. 2 and 1 pitch from Reuter. He'll make the throw over to first for the third out of the inning. And we will head to the top of the third, still 0-0. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
faced off in the district semifinal in the Athens district semifinal a season ago. For Circleville, it was wins over Chillicothe and Hillsborough, and then most recently a 4-3 loss to Miami Trace.
Off the top of the third for the Tigers.
And then for Courthouse, it was a 12-6 win over Zane Trace, a 9-6 loss to Unioda, and then a 10-0 run rule win over Wilmington. Tigers coached by Brian Bigham, former skipper of the Chillicothe Paints. Mark Schwartz, the coach for the Blue Lions. First pitch swinging is Thornsley. Down on the count, 0-1. Oh, 0-2 pitch on the way from Miller. Swung on and missed. Ball on the ground to drop, third strike. Kaufman throw to first is a bit off target, but nice play over at first base by Titus Lotz to retire Thornsley, one away.
The left fielder, number 4, Parker Kidwell.
Fourth strikeout through 3 1/3 for Will Miller. That'll bring up the left fielder, Parker Kidwell, who takes the first pitch for a called strike, now down on the count, 0-1. 0-1 pitch, sawed off to the right side, now down on the count, 0-2. Miller looking to make it back-to-back punch-outs here to start off the top of the third. On deck, the center fielder, Matt Bradley. 0-2 pitch, a scorcher to the left side, gloved by Lee Master. Throw on to first is in time to nab Kidwell, 2 away.
Center fielder, number 0, Matt Bradley.
Center fielder Matt Bradley following him. It's back to the top for Circleville with Scotty Moats. First offering is swung on and missed by Bradley, 0-1. Circleville back in action next Monday when they take on the Falcons of Fairfield Union as the 0-1 pitch is bit inside, now 1-1. For Washington Courthouse, it'll be next Tuesday when they take on Logan Elm. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Miller. It's swung on and skied to the right side. It'll be out of play now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the batter, Bradley. The Reds currently lead the Pirates 6-2 in the top of the 8th inning. Chance to get back to 500. 1-1 on the season. They'll have a chance tomorrow to hopefully be above 500 for most likely the only time this season. Full count now to the batter, Bradley. From the windup, here's the payoff pitch for Miller upstairs, and that'll be a walk.
Number 1, the shortstop, Scotty Moats.
So that'll more or less eliminate any chance for Miller to continue through this game facing the minimum number of batters unless he's able to pick off Bradley over at first. First pitch to the leadoff man, Moats, is downstairs 1-0. Last time Moats led off the game with a single before being doubled up on the fly out to center field from Nolan West. Nice play in center field by A.J. Dahlmeyer. Moats goes to opposite field to the left fielder Waters, who will make the grab for the third out of the inning. Through 3-0 for Circleville. We'll head to the bottom of the third. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Here at Glockner's, we know how valuable your time is, and that's why our priority is to provide you a quick and easy service. We will get you in and out and on your way immediately. So schedule your next service appointment at Glockner.com.
Leading things off here for the Blue Lions will be the right fielder, Evan Lynch. After him, it'll be back to the top of the order with the shortstop, John Wall, followed by the first baseman, Titus Lotz, and the center fielder, A.J. Dahlmeyer, if necessary. First pitch swinging is Lynch to the left side and out of play. J.D. Reuter still on the mound for the Tigers. A 1 pitch off speed upstairs now, 1-1. One pitch finds the zone now, 1-2. Excuse me, 2-2. This one lined into straightaway center field. Moving back is Bradley, who makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Another great grab by the Tiger outfield.
Number 2, the shortstop, John Wall.
First it was Thornsley in right, now Bradley in center. One down for the leadoff man, John Wall. First pitch swinging is Wall, a chopper to the right side, gloved by West. Throw on to first is in time, 2 down.
Number 18, the first baseman, Titus Lotz.
That'll bring up the first baseman, Titus Lotz. Reached on a walk back in the first inning. And he'll take the first pitch he sees for a ball inside, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, a deep shot to center field. Moving back is Bradley to the wall. See you later. Titus Lotz playing long ball to what I would assume the deepest part of the ballpark for a 2-out home run here in the bottom of the third inning. That gives the Blue Lions a 1-0 lead with 2 outs once again in the bottom of the third. And that'll bring up the 3-hole A.J. Dahlmeyer.
Number 13, the center fielder, A.J. Dahlmeyer.
I believe that's the first out of the park home run we've had on a live stream through 2 seasons. Is this one up the middle? Nice play by Moach. Not enough time to make the throw to first. That'll be a 2-out infield single for A.J. Dahlmeyer.
Number 23, the third baseman, Tanner Leemaster.
Now we've had a handful, maybe 1, 2, or 3 inside the park home runs, but I believe that was the first one that cleared the wall here at the VA. And of course it had to be to straightaway center field. Can't get much deeper than that. On the move is Dahlmeyer. He'll get that. Well, he could have had it standing up. It'll slide head first. One and 0 the count to Leemaster. Now a runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, Reuter delivers a chopper to the left side. Reuter will try to get over to it. Bare hand play over to first base to get out of the inning. A solo shot from Titus Lotz gives the Blue Lions a 1-0 lead as we head to the top of the 4th inning. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
A 1-0 lead for the Blue Lions after 3. A solo shot from the first baseman. Titus Lotz has put Washington Courthouse on top. The due-up here in the top of the 4th for the Tigers will be the second baseman, Nolan West, followed by the designated hitter, Tate DeBoard. And then due-up third will be Austin Gray, the catcher. Tell you what, DeBoard, another one of those guys that will heavily benefit from the straightaway right field wind gusts. Able to get a hold of one here. Will, at least on the weather app, says 19 miles per hour. I tell you what, it seems a lot higher than that when you're standing in it. But nonetheless, once again, West will lead things off here for Circleville. Will Miller still on the bump for the Blue Lions. First pitch to West is downstairs, 1-0. One-0 pitch swung on line to straightaway center field. That'll be a leadoff single for Nolan West. One aboard for the designated hitter, Tate DeBoard.
Number 47, the designated hitter, Tate DeBoard.
DeBoer down on strikes back in the first inning. First pitch he sees fouled to the left side and out of play. Oh, 1 pitch off speed looking, called a strike. Now 0-2 to the batter DeBoer. Currently 44 degrees, however, feels like 37 from the stretch. Miller, here's the 0-2 pitch outside, 1-2. Count now evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter DeBoer. Austin Gray awaits on deck. Logan Smith, the Tiger first baseman in the hole. Nolan West, a leadoff single on first base as DeBoer down swinging on strikes. 1 away with a man on for Austin Gray.
Austin Gray.
Gray down on strikes in the second inning. Now his second plate appearance of the afternoon is Miller. A toss over to first base. West able to get back in time. Miller, another move over to first base. West once again back safely. This afternoon's game representing the finale of not only Day 7 of the FNB Classic, but for the 2023 FNB First Pitch Classic as a whole, as the 1-0 pitch is fouled to the right side. Lots giving chase. Will run out of room. Count now 1-1. The 10th annual First National Bank of Waverly First Pitch Classic here at the VA, brought to you by Red Barn Screen Printing and Embroidery. Count now 2-1 to the batter, Gray. Hosted by VA Memorial Stadium, home, of course, of the Chillicothe Paints, who look to embark on their 30th season as a ball club this summer. The 2-1 pitch lined into left field. It'll get down for a 1-out base hit for Austin Gray. That'll move West to second.
Now batting for first baseman, number 7, Logan Smith.
Now 2 men aboard, 1 in scoring position for the first baseman, Logan Smith, who had a 1-out single back in the second. Appeal to the field umpire, unsuccessful. Count will start off 1-0 to the batter. Inside now 2-0. Miller looking to get out of this inning unscathed, preserve this 1-0 Blue Lions lead after 4, and it appears we will have a mound visit. Can have a chat here with the pitcher Miller as well as the catcher and the rest of the infield here. Try to settle the nerves here. A 2-0 count to the batter Smith. 2 men on, only 1 out. As the Reds advance to 1-1 officially with a win over the Pirates. 6-2 win. Nick Lodolo, the winning pitcher, no save for the Reds. Miller down on the count, 2-0. Here's the offering. Called strike now, 2-1. Count now 3-1 to the batter Smith. The 3-1 pitch finds the zone. Count is now full. Only 1 out, so both runners should remain put unless they try a double steal here. In which they will, only with 1 out. A little hit and run here, a double hit and run for Circleville. However, it's lined foul by Smith. Payoff pitch once again. This time the runners will stay put. A diving play by Yeasel. He'll try to make the throw to first, which he will. A nice play by Bryce Yeasel to at least get 1 and make it to where the Blue Lions only need 1 more out to get out of the inning. Both runners that were on advanced 90 feet, so both now in scoring position. Two down for the third baseman, Trent Smith, who takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Smith down on strikes back in the second. That ended the second. Back-to-back 3-up, 3-down innings for the Tigers to start this afternoon's ball game. This one lifted into shallow right field. You got a deep infield, shallow right field, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it's caught by Yeasel, and that will bring us to the end of the top half of the 4th inning. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
On a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card, too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Not a whole lot of action here outside of the VA today, at least. So far, that's been reported. Baseball scores Unioda over Logan Elm 6-5. Leadoff man here for the Blue Lions is Jonah Waters, who was down on strikes in the second. The rest of the due-up. will be number 11, the second baseman, Bryce Easel, followed by Gavin Kaufman. Reuter still on the mound for the Tigers. Outside of Uniola and Logan Elm, White Oak a 1-0 win over Reedsville Eastern. White Oak now 4-0, 2-0 inside the Shack. Couple softball scores. Zane Trace winners 14-13 over Chillicothe. And Huntington a 13-7 win over Western, that being softball. 3-1 pitch on the way to Waters, out of the zone, a leadoff walk for the Blue Lions, puts a man aboard with nobody away for the second baseman, Bryce Easel.
Number 11, the second baseman, Bryce Easel.
Easel, a one-out single in his last appearance. This time it'll be a ground out to the first baseman. The drop ball will be on the transfer, now one away with a man in scoring position for Gavin Kaufman.
The catcher, number 1, Gavin Kaufman.
Easel now 1 for 2 with that single in the second. First pitch from Reuter outside, 1-0. And of course, the games today at the VA: Bishop Watterson 5-2 winners over Heath, Amanda Clear Creek 11-1 over Athens, and then game before this one, 2-1 win for Wheelersburg over Perry. And then this final matchup between Washington Courthouse and Circleville to wrap up the 2023 F&B First Pitch Classic. 2-0 the count to the batter, Kaufman, who will take the 2-0 pitch for a ball now, 3-0. A little bit of movement in the Blue Lion bullpen. It's quite a ways away. Well, never mind. Now that he turns his back, I can see it's Tanner Leemaster warming up in the Washington Courthouse bullpen down the left field line. 3-1 pitch skied straight up in the air towards center field. Bradley, moving towards right center field, makes the grab for the second out of the inning. It's tough. It's a tough environment today to be in the outfield or even in the infield if there's a high fly ball. Say it's one of those days where a sky-high fly ball may be more dangerous than a ground ball. Two down with a runner in scoring position for Will Miller, the opposing pitcher for Washington Courthouse. He'll take the first pitch for a strike now, 0-1. We'll see if Miller remains in the game in the top of the fifth, or if Leemaster will come in. 0-1 pitch swung on straight off the top of the screen here at the VA. Count 0-2 to the batter, Miller. Of course, Miller hitting for himself. Reuter is being DH'd for by Tate DeBoard. 0-2 pitch upstairs, 1-2. Three strikeouts through 2 innings for Reuter. Hasn't had one since the second out of the second inning, and he will end the fourth with his 4th strikeout. We'll head to the 5th. 1-0 lead for Washington Courthouse. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Are you in a bind and need an oil change right now? No problem. Did you forget to make an appointment? No problem. Just stop by any Glockner location and we'll squeeze you in and get you on the road quickly. Really, it's
Tigers, right fielder, number 10, Drew Thornsley.
Leading things off here for the Tigers will be the right fielder, Drew Thornsley. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the third. He'll take the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Lee Master, who was warming up the last half inning, will remain at third, so Will Miller still in the game for the Blue Lions. This one sawed off to the left side, caught by the shortstop Wall, 1 away.
Number 4, left fielder, Parker Kidwell.
Kidwell a ground out to third, back in the third. Second plate appearance of the afternoon thus far. First pitch swinging fouled straight back and out of play, 0-1. Following Kidwell will be the center fielder Matt Bradley. Then it's back to the top for Circleville with Scotty Moats. One pitch, just a bit upstairs now, 2-1. Two-one pitch for Miller, upstairs as well, now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch, just a bit inside and downstairs. That'll be a walk for Parker Kidwell and bring up the center fielder, Matt Bradley.
The center fielder, number 0, Matt Bradley.
Must have had some shenanigans going on in the playground area. Squaring around to bunt was Bradley, able to pull it back in time, 1-0. Bradley reaching base on balls back in the third, so no official at-bat for him just yet. Squaring around to bunt. Once again, this would not be an at-bat either. Making the play is Miller. And that will be the second out of the frame. Nice effort from Bradley. And moving to third is Kidwell. Caught the Blue Lions lacking. I'll be honest, I was marking down on my scoreboard and I heard somebody start yelling, "Get him," and I just looked up and I saw Parker Kidwell moving from second to third. I'm assuming nobody was covering third and everybody just kind of had their heads down. And now it appears with 2 down and a man on third, Lee Master will presumably come in to pitch here. Looks like Miller going to go to left field. Jonah Walters, I'm assuming, is coming into the dugout to possibly grab a shorter infield type glove and move to third. And I believe that is how it will go. So, same players, just different positions here for the Blue Lions. Will Miller comes out of the game after 4 2/3, no runs allowed. Officially 5 strikeouts for Miller through 4 2/3. 4 hits. No earned runs as of yet, however. If Kidwell will come home to score while Lee Master is pitching, that would go on the resume of Miller. So once again, after 4 2/3 for Will Miller, he'll move to left. Lee Master from third in to pitch, and from left, Jonah Walters will move to third.
Please, now pitching for the Blue Lions, number 23, Tanner Lee Master. Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Scotty Motes.
Haven't seen any movement in the Tiger bullpen so far, so I would assume Reuter will stay in the game for the Tigers. First pitch for Lee Master in there for a called strike, 0-1. After the Matt Bradley sack bunt, it's back to the top of the lineup for Circleville with Scotty Motes. 1 for 2 with a single and a first. Had a fly out to left to end the third. Have time called by the batter, Motes. 0-2 pitch on the way from Lee Master, fouled to the left side, down the left field line. and landing right in front of the concession stand. Blue Lions 1 out away from making it 5 straight scoreless innings. A chopper to the left side, a slow one, an infield single for Scotty Moats ties it up at 1.
Number 5, the second baseman, Nolan West.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Nolan West, 1 for 2 with a single an inning ago. First pitch swinging foul to the left side. Nice play by Brian Bigham over the third base side coach's box. Off-speed pitch on the 0-1, finds the zone 0-2. A walk by Kidwell, followed by a sac bunt by Matt Bradley, then stole third. And a 2-out RBI single for Scotty Moats. On the move is Moats. Foul ball, so he'll head back. On deck, the designated hitter Tate DeBoard, catcher Austin Gray in the hole. Liner into left field, diving play in left field by Miller, comes off the mound into left field, makes the diving play to end the top of the 5th inning. We'll head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Neck and neck tied at 1. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Here at Glockner's, we know how valuable your time is, and that's why our priority is to provide you a quick and easy service. We will get you in and out and on your way immediately. So schedule your next service appointment at Glockner.com.
J.D. Reuter still on the mound for the Tigers, able to tie things up in the top half of the 5th inning. Scotty Moats, a 2-out RBI single to bring home Parker Kidwell. Due up here for the Blue Lions, the 9-hole Evan Lynch, then back to the top with the shortstop John Wall. Then the first baseman Titus Lotz, who put one over the wall back in the 3rd. Pitchers duel so far between what was Will Miller and Circleville's J.D. Reuter. This one to the left side, nearing the courthouse dugout, will drop in for a foul ball. So the count will now be 0-2 for the batter Lynch. Miller's day ended after 4 2/3. Reuter threw 4, still out there to start the 5th. Down on strikes is Evan Lynch for the first out of the inning, 1 away.
Number 2, the shortstop, John Wall.
5 strikeouts through 4 1/3 for J.D. Reuter. First pitch to Wall, just a bit down low, 1-0. Now tied up with Will Miller in strikeouts for starting pitchers in this contest. Now behind in the count to the batter, Wall. 2-0 hitters count here for John Wall. Wall swinging away up the middle. Gloved by the shortstop Moats. Wall will reach. Tough play for Moats, had to dive, and I think we'll give Wall a hit there. As even if Moats comes up with that cleanly with the speed of Wall, I'm not 100% sure he would have been able to make that throw anyway. Or at least make that throw in time, I should say. So that'll be a one-out infield single for Wall, who quite a bit off the bag over there at first base. Wall now 1 for 3 with that single. Move over to first base to try to nab Wall, able to get back safely. So far, Titus Lotz, the batter, 1 for 1. The good old 1 at-bat, 1 hit, 1 run scored, 1 RBI. From the stretch, here's the 1-1 from J.D. Reuter outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch from Reuter on the way downstairs, 3-1, awaiting on deck. For the Blue Lions, the 3-hole left fielder, A.J. Dahlmeyer. After that, it'd be the player now pitching for Washington Courthouse, and Tanner Leemaster started off at third base. The 3-1 pitch in on the belt of Titus Lotz. That'll put 2 men on, 1 in scoring position with 1 gone for A.J. Dahlmeyer.
Number 13, the center fielder, A.J. Dahlmeyer.
Kind of had to figure after the last at-bat of Lotz there wouldn't be too many quality pitches coming his way. So he's now worked 2 walks. His first at-bat, and I should say his first plate appearance in the first inning, resulting in a walk, and most recent one a few moments ago as well. Home run in the third. As Coach Bigham will head out to the mound. Chat things over with pitcher Reuter. See if JD will remain in the game or if we will have some movement on the defensive front for Circleville. So far, 4 1/3 tossed by Reuter here this evening. And he will remain in the game to face A.J. Dahlmeyer with once again 1 gone and 2 aboard. Big opportunity here for the Blue Lions to make some noise in this bottom half of the 4th inning. A liner to the left side. Moat 6, 4, 3, not in time. Quick transition from glove to hand for Moats. Nice flip to the second baseman, West. Thought he had him. Dahlmeyer, that is, at first base, but Dahlmeyer just able to leg out the 4-3 leg of that double play. So that'll put runners on the corners, 2 down for the cleanup man, Tanner Leemaster. Leemaster 0 for 2. Moving from from first to second is Dahlmeyer. No throw from Gray. Two runners in scoring position, 2 down. For Tanner Leemaster, swinging on the 1-0 pitch and foul down the left field line. On deck, Jonah Walters. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Leemaster, sawed off to the left side, gloved by the third baseman Smith. Nice play over to first base to get out of the inning. Tied up 1 apiece as we head to the 6th. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Leading off for the Tigers, number 47, the designated hitter, Tate DeFord.
Things still tied up here with 1 run for each team as we enter the 6th frame of this finale of the 10th annual FNB First Pitch Classic. Tate DeFord leading things off here for Circleville. DeBoard 0 for 2 through 2 plate appearances, both being strikeouts, 1 to end the inning, that being the first, and then the first out of the inning back in the 4th. Way ahead in the count here against Leemaster, 3-0. .30 pitch, a called strike once again, as many of them are. DeBoard seemed to be on his way down to first base. 3-1 pitch, taking now full count to the DH DeBoard. Looking for his first base knock of the afternoon. A chopper back up the middle over the head of Leemaster across the middle wall. Throw on to first is in time. Tough play by John Wall. 1 away.
The catcher, number 14, Austin Gray.
That'll bring up Austin Gray, 1 for 2 with a single back in the 4th. He'll step in now with 1 gone, nobody on. Awaiting on deck, the first baseman, Logan Smith, Trent Smith, in the hole. Off speed on the first offering from Leemaster, in there for a called strike, 0-1. Second pitch swinging is Gray, now down in the count, 0-2. Both teams looking to advance to 3-1. Here in the early goings of this new young season. Both teams in the same division as of last year, still in the same district, as I would imagine it will stay. The 1-2 pitch in on the hands. We'll see if it's a foul ball or if Gray is awarded first base. Still no official ruling. I believe there may have been a ruling of a dead ball, so if that's the case, I would say it will be a hit by pitch for Austin Gray. It's always kind of been a gray area in terms of ruling. If it hits your hands while you're holding the bat, is it a foul ball or you awarded first base? And I believe the home plate and field umpire will chat it over. However, I'm not really sure how much help the field umpire will be on a call about that, as the home plate umpire most likely has the best seat in the house for that type of call. If it's called a foul ball, it would remain a 1-2 count. And it will be a foul ball. We're going to say it hits your hands, or maybe it catches the handle of the bat. So, as previously mentioned, it will remain a 1-2 count with one away, nobody on, for Austin Gray. Definitely a bit more than a bee sting for Gray in the hands right now. As expected, Circleville's staff not going to be too excited about the ruling here. At this point, I would say Coach Bigham more than likely just trying to give Austin Gray as much time to recover here as possible, as it's now down in the count 1-2, going up against Tanner Leemaster, trying to give him some time to regain some feeling. And I believe it was his, I would assume, well, I couldn't really tell, either bottom or top hand, or maybe a combination of both. Leemaster trying to stay warm here with a game of catch down the third baseline with Gavin Kaufman. Couple practice swings here for Austin Gray. Appears to be at least in well enough condition to finish out this AB. So Gray will remain in the game after taking a pitch off the hands. Can't imagine that felt all too good. We will resume play here. 1-2 the count to the batter, Gray. From the windup, here's the 1-2 pitch from Leemaster upstairs. Around the helmet area of Austin Gray. Count now 2-2. Here's the delivery from Lee Master. High cheddar for the strikeout now, 2 down.
Number 7, the first baseman, Logan Smith.
That'll bring up Logan Smith, the first baseman for Circleville, 1 for 2 with a single back in the second. First pitch swinging, almost catches a piece of somebody walking across the crosswalk behind the backstop. If it was just a bit higher and was up in the screen area and not the actual wood it may have. That was Ryan, wasn't it? Just caught a piece of our boy Ryan walking across the, or right in front of the grandstand here. 2-1 the count to the batter Smith, taken outside, 3-1. Count now full for the first baseman, Logan Smith. Payoff pitch on the way from Lee Master and fouled down the third base line. We'll try it again. Time called by Smith. Payoff pitch on the way once again. Another foul ball. Smith staying alive here with 2 down. Nobody on in the top half of the 6th. Trent Smith awaits on deck. Drew Thornsley, if necessary, in the hole. Once again, 3-2 pitch on the way. Smith able to work a walk with 2 down. That puts a man on for the third baseman, Trent Smith.
Number 15, the third baseman, Trent Smith.
Smith 0 for 2 in 2 plate appearances, or at-bats, both. First pitch swinging, skied to shallow left field. Moving under it is Miller, and he'll make the grab for the third out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th. Still tied up 1 apiece. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
Or near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar Stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card, too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
So after 5 innings pitched, J.D. Reuter's day is done as Ty Foster will come in relief here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The unofficial, although I'm quite confident in this final stat line for J.D. Reuter. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, that being the Titus Lotz home run, as well as 6 strikeouts, so you're averaging just a little bit over a strikeout an inning there for J.D. Reuter. A solid outing, just gave up one of the longest home runs I think I've seen in a high school game. And our only over-the-fence home run here on live stream over the past 2 seasons here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority. Leading things off here for Washington Courthouse will be Jonah Walters, the third baseman, followed by the second baseman, Bryce Easel, and then Gavin Kaufman due up third. Off speed on the 1-0 pitch, a line drive straight at the second baseman, West, who makes the grab for the first out of the inning. One gone here for Bryce Easel.
Number 11, Bryce Easel.
Easel 1 for 2 with a single in his first at-bat, which was in the second. First pitch takes for a strike, 0-1. Back-to-back pitchers' duels here for us at the VA. A 2-1 win for Wheelersburg over Perry in the previous game. However, before that, quite the opposite of a pitchers' duel, as Amanda Clear Creek took that over Athens 11-1. And then mostly a balanced game between Watterson and Heath, 5-2 win for Watterson. Foster off speed on the 1-1 pitch, called a strike. So we have our first ball in play out of a team's bullpen, that being Washington Courthouse, so they're now leading 1-0. Although we do have a player warming up down the right field line in Circleville's bullpen, as this one is scolded to the left side as another ball comes onto the field. Making the play from short is Scotty Motes. So 2 down here for the Tigers.
Number 1, the catcher, Gavin Kaufman.
That'll bring up Gavin Kaufman, 0 for 2. As previously mentioned, we do have arms getting loose in both teams' bullpens. We'll work on seeing if we can figure out numbers. Here's the first pitch to Kaufman, a called strike from Foster. 0-1 pitch on the way, taken for a ball, 1-1. And the third ball on the field for the Blue Lions. It looks like we're just going to play through it here. 0-2 pitch on the way. Excuse me, the 1-1 pitch on the way. Now 1-2 is Bradley moves over to get that ball back in the Blue Lion bullpen. One-two pitch in the turf now, 2-2. So Washington Courthouse tied up 1-1, and the actual game is now, I was going to say, leading the ball into field of play game 3-0, now 3-1. As one rolls in to the bottom of the screen, we've got baseballs flying in everywhere from both directions. Absolute chaos here. 2-2 pitch skied straight away center field. Bradley camped under it and makes the grab for the third out of the inning. We will head to the 7th inning of play here at VA Memorial Stadium, knotted up 1-1 apiece. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Are you in a bind and need an oil change right now? No problem. Did you forget to make an appointment? No problem. Just stop by any Glockner location and we'll squeeze you in and get you on the road quickly. Really, it's
So Lee Master will remain on the bump here for Washington Courthouse. It appears the rest of the defensive front will remain the same. However, it will appear that we're going to have a pinch hitter here for the Tigers as Angelo Travis, working in the on-deck circle, will now walk towards home plate. So Travis will come in and bat for Drew Thornsley.
Leading off the top of the seventh for the Tigers, pinch hitting, number 2, Angelo Travis.
Travis not starting here this evening, so his first at-bat here for the Tigers, should say plate appearances. A walk or a hit by pitch here would nullify the at-bat. Off speed on the first offering, called a ball, 1-0. So we'll see if Travis moves into right field or if we have some sort of shift among defenders to make room for Travis somewhere. 1-1 the count here for Angelo Travis, taking the 1-1 pitch off speed for a called strike, down in the count 1-2 on deck. And the rest of the due up here for the Tigers, Parker Kidwell, Matt Bradley, and back to the top with Scotty Moats. 1-2 pitch from Lee Master on the way, off speed, just a bit outside, 2-2. Two pitch inside around the helmet area of Travis, now full. Payoff pitch on the way, swung on and missed. The first strikeout here in this relief appearance for Tanner Lee Master, 1 down.
Fielder Parker Kidwell.
That'll bring up Parker Kidwell. 0 for 1, however, reached base on balls back in the 5th, would come around to score, which as of now is the Tigers' only run. Reached on the walk, was bunted over by Matt Bradley, and then stole third while none of the Blue Lions were paying attention. And a 2-out RBI single for Scotty Moach tied this thing up in the top of the 5th. Now Kidwell down on the count, 1-2. One-two offering on the way, up and in, 2-2. Two-two pitch, off speed, just misses the zone. Another full count here for Lee Master. Another payoff pitch on the way for Lee Master, as Kidwell fouls this one off, I believe, his inside ankle on his left foot. So Kidwell staying alive here, will live to fight another day. As Lee Master threw 1 2/3 innings, 38 pitches, and gets Kidwell down on strikes. Back-to-back Ks for the senior, 2 down.
Number 0, the center fielder, Matt Bradley.
Bradley without an official at-bat yet, with a walk in the second, had a sac bunt in his last plate appearance, which came in the 5th. Count now knotted up at 1-1 strike. Top of the batting order in Scotty Motza waiting on deck. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, now 1-2. One-two pitch just a bit upstairs, now 2-2. Down on strikes. Leemaster fans the side. We'll head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Here at Glockner's, we know how valuable your time is, and that's why our priority is to provide you a quick and easy service. We will get you in and out and on your way immediately. So schedule your next service appointment at Glockner.com.
Bottom of the 2nd inning, or excuse me, bottom of the 7th inning action here. I believe Travis may have just moved into right field, so it may have just been a 1-for-1 flip. It's a bit hard to tell, I don't have any binoculars on me. Nonetheless, leading things off here for the Blue Lions will be the starting pitcher for the Blue Lions, and Will Miller has since moved to left field, made a couple nice plays, both, I believe, to end their respective innings. Ty Foster still on the mound for the Tigers. Hitters count here for Will Miller. Rest of the due-up. The right fielder, Evan Lynch, then back to the top with John Wald and Titus Lotz. Off-speed curveball on the 2-0 count. That'll give you trust issues for sure. The 2-1 pitch from Foster is swung on and fouled straight back. Count now knotted up at 2-2 strikes. From the stretch, Foster, the 2-2 pitch, fouled backside down the left field line and foul. We'll try the 2-2 pitch here again. Foster delivery on the way. A chopper to the right side. Play made by West. Throw to first is not in time as Miller hustles out the infield single. West kind of playing back on it a bit there, let it come to him, and just didn't give himself enough time to make the throw over to first base to get Miller. Just one of those times you want to try to charge the ball and get it on the second bounce instead of the third, or it may have been the first instead of the second. A quick mound visit here for Coach Bigham. The winning run in Will Miller, 270 feet away from winning this game, and we will have a pitching change here for the Tigers. Well, maybe not. I thought he was signaling, thought Coach Bigham was signaling to the right fielder to bring him in, but I guess not. So Foster will remain in the game for the Tigers. Nobody gone, one man aboard, and Will Miller. Right fielder Evan Lynch at the dish, squaring around to bunt. Ball gets away from Gray, able to recover. Evan Lynch 0 for 2, a fly out to center as well as a strikeout. Foster a move over to first base. Miller back in time safely. Squaring around to bunt once again is Lynch. Offers not able to get the bat on the ball and put the ball in play. Now 1-1 the count. Foster another move over to first base. Once again, Miller back in safely. Evan Lynch not even stepping out of the box. Squaring around to bunt once again, makes contact this time, however it is foul. So we'll see if Lynch chances it here and attempts to lay down a bunt with 2 strikes or just swings away. From the stretch, here's Foster with the 1-2 pitch. Swinging on the 1-2 pitch is Lynch. The ball bringing West to the right side, so he'll just make the easy play and get one at first.
The shortstop, number 2, John Wall.
So in theory, Evan Lynch doing his job there. Gets the runner from first to second, although instead of it not being ruled an official at-bat, if he would have got the bunt down, now ruled as an at-bat as a ground out to second. So that's really the only negative about it, but trying to win a baseball game here, so I'm sure Mr. Lynch is not dissatisfied with the outcome. Runner now 90 feet closer, that being Will Miller. Top of the lineup now for John Wall. Off speed, Wall takes for the first strike of the at-bat, 0-1. After Wall, it's Titus Lotz. Home run back in the third, a solo shot, which then gave the Blue Lions the lead. A.J. Dahlmeyer, Tanner Leemaster, the following 2 batters in the lineup. Here's Foster with the 1-1 pitch, just a bit outside, 2-1. Miller with his lead at second, swinging! is Wall up the middle. Hanging at third will be Miller. Runners on the corners here for Titus Lotz. John Wall now 2 for 4 with 2 singles. 2 straight hits for the junior. And I would assume Lotz, well, you never know. I would expect Lotz to just be put on here as the winning run is at third, and moving Wall from first to second wouldn't do much, although there is only 1 out, so there's still that to worry about. Bit of discussion here between the Circleville dugout and the home plate umpire. So Lotz will not be intentionally walked. 1 down. Runners on the corners. I would expect Wall to be on the move here, although they may not want to chance it, which he will. Ball gets away from the catcher, Gray. Staying put at third is Miller, as Wall takes second. So now in this situation, it really wouldn't surprise me if they put Lotz on, as now first base is completely open. Dahlmeyer on deck, 1 for 3. Lotz 1 for 1, a home run and 2 walks, off speed, 2-0. The count to the batter. Finds the zone, 2-1. This game, this classic, all coming down to the wire here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Titus Lotz with 2 men on, 1 out, and a 3-1 count. From the stretch, Foster, here's the 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Looked like a changeup there from Foster. It appears Lotz asking for something from the dugout after the swing and a miss. Looks like Pine Tar here, try to increase the grip strength on the bat. Could be possibly gearing up here to put another one over the wall. Although really all that's needed is a hard hit ball to the outfield. You see all outfielders are playing in, so a player with Lotz's strength could easily put one over the top, however you play in, so you can throw, for this instance, it would be Miller. You could throw him out at home if he tries to tag on a weakly hit ball to the outfield. Foster comes set. Payoff pitch on the way inside. Lotz works a walk.
The center fielder, number 13, A.J. Dahlmeyer.
Which now gives the Tigers a force out at all bases, including home. And we'll have another mound visit here for the Tigers, and now it appears the right fielder, who is either Drew Thornsley or Angelo Travis. And I believe it is Thornsley, so he'll come into the game. So for Travis, it must have just been a pinch hit and then right back out of the game. No, Foster will stay into the game. We're going to have an old-fashioned bring your right fielder in shift here. 3 men on the left side of the infield. Have the right fielder Thornsley in the standard second base position. Smith, Moats, and West all on the left side. Nobody in right field. All you need is a flare. A.J. Dahlmeyer, the batter. 1 for 3 with a single in the third. Now a chance to win it for the Lions. 1-0 pitch. Takes for a strike. 1-1. Tanner Leemaster awaits on deck. So far this afternoon, 0 for 3. High pressure situation here for Dahlmeyer, calls time. Here's the 1-1 from Foster. Swung on, gets past the shortstop, Moats! And that is our ball game. A walk-off single for A.J. Dahlmeyer and a 2-1 win for the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. We'll go ahead and take a quick break, but don't go anywhere, as Carson Francis will have an on-the-field interview with most likely Titus Lotz and A.J. Dahlmeyer. So we'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Our store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar Stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you,
Two to 1 is our final in the finale of the 2023 First National Bank of Waverly First Pitch Classic here at VA Memorial Stadium. Second walk-off in 3 streams for us here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, so that's always exciting. Quickly, we will go through the stats for both teams. We'll start with Circleville. Scotty Moats goes 2 for 3 with an RBI single, that being Circleville's only run of the afternoon. Nolan West goes 1 for 3. Austin Gray goes 1 for 3 as well. Logan Smith 1 for 2, and then Parker Kidwell goes 1 for 2 and came home on that Scotty Moats RBI single. And then J.D. Reuter goes 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, and 6 strikeouts. So a pretty solid game from J.D. Reuter. For Washington Courthouse, John Wall goes 2 for 4. Titus Lotz goes 1 for 1 with that solo shot in the third over the center field wall, along with 3 walks. A.J. Dahlmeyer goes 2 for 4 with the walk-off RBI single to send everybody home. Bryce Yeasel goes 1 for 3. And Will Miller goes 1 for 3 and came home on that game-winning hit. And also had a great day on the mound, goes 4 2/3, giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 5 strikeouts, although I believe officially the win will go with Miller, as he left when they were winning, and then it got tied up, and that run went obviously on his resume, and then I think Lee Master will get the save for the Blue Lions. As you can see, Washington Courthouse still having their post-game meeting, so we're still waiting here a moment for both Carson and hopefully A.J. Dahlmeyer and Titus Lotz for our post-game interview. With the win, Washington Courthouse moves to 3-1. Circleville falls to an even 500. Both teams off until at least Monday. Circleville will take on Fairfield Union next Monday, April 3rd, whereas Washington Courthouse will be one night later on Tuesday, April 4th, when they take on Logan Elm. You can see Carson working his way out to the post-game meeting here. Although he will have to bring them back around, I should say, between home plate and the Blue Lions dugout. That's about as far as our wireless microphone provided by Jacob Wise will reach. Cincinnati Reds picking up an absolutely monumental win today over the Pittsburgh Pirates, moving to 500 on the season. Chance to go above 500 tomorrow, as whoever scheduled the Pirates for this year's opening series was an absolute genius, as if they would have played the likes of Milwaukee or St. Louis, the chance to be over 500 at some point probably would not be present. So overall, Circleville goes 2 for 2 in the FNB First Pitch Classic. A win over a win over Chillicothe last Saturday. And a win over Hillsboro on Tuesday. Then they fell to Miami Trace the next night. I should say the next afternoon. So actually a pretty quick turnaround there. A 7 o'clock game against Hillsboro on Tuesday, and then a 4:30 game against Miami Trace the next night, or the next afternoon. And then the finale of the 2023 FNB First Pitch Classic ends with a 2-1 win for the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. Carson going to let both players go in and do something, I reckon. But it appears we have... they're going to get their hats on. Be more presentable for us here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth. It appears Carson is ready to roll. I'll wait for him to give me the nod of approval that he's ready to get after it here. Once again, this is A.J. Dahlmeyer and Titus Lotz. Probably could have got Will Miller on this as well, as he had an outstanding day on the mound. Carson is ready to roll, so we'll send it down on the field to Carson Francis, who's alongside Titus Lotz and A.J. Dahlmeyer. Carson?
What was my count on that?
Thank you. I'm down here with Titus Lotz and A.J. Dahlmeyer, the heroes for the Blue Lions tonight in this win over Circleville. But really, it all started tonight midway through the game with Titus going straight away center for a home run. What was going through your mind at the plate, and how did that help you guys?
I was looking for a fastball and caught a barrel. Really just looking for something to drive. I knew the game was nothing at that point, and our team needed some runs and base runners, so I was just trying to do my job. But, luckily we had AJ come in and kind of get us a hit there at the end and save us, so it was good.
And then AJ, bases loaded, 7th inning, your tie game, and you delivered for your team, delivered the walk-off hit. How do you feel after that one?
I feel great. I'm really excited. I'm confident I found my bat again, and I'm confident that's going to be a good rest of the season.
So you guys go on from here. You get Logan Elm your next game. Where do you guys go from here? How does this like a momentum builder for your team?
I think we just keep the same momentum. We need to get our bats together and better plate approaches. But, we don't change anything on D. Our D was pretty good. We just got to keep going and have the same mentality about attacking teams and putting them away early. So that's one of our biggest things is just, we got to get up and put them out. So
we just got to stay consistent. We all know what we can do, and when we work together as a team, we really are one of the best teams out here.
And then one last thing. You guys mentioned to me something about being in the bunker, your guys' team. What does that mean? Tell us what that means.
So 1-1. It's a tie ball game in the 7th. We're in the bunker, right? No legs. Well, actually, no legs at this point, or maybe one leg. But we got out of the bunker. We were down in it. They're on top, and we decided to bases loaded, get a hit, and get out of that bunker. So it was good.
You got anything to say about that?
Get out the bunker, guys. We are bunker guys.
You have it right here. AJ Dahlmeyer, Titus Lots. Courthouse Blue Lions get this big win over Circleville out of the bunker.
Thank you.
Thanks. That was Carson Francis alongside Titus Lots and AJ Dahlmeyer. You heard it here. Get out of the bunker. Put it on a T-shirt. Alongside Carson Francis, I'm Dewey Daly saying so long from VA Memorial Stadium. Once again, the final from the finale of the 2023 FNB of Waverly First Pitch Classic. Washington Courthouse 2, Circleville 1. Have a great rest of your night.